Hello everyone and welcome to this week's edition of An Extra Slice of History with the Butterfly Princess. This week I'm telling you about the Statue of Liberty that is situated in New York, USA. So here goes. The Statue of Liberty, the statue was a gift from France to the United States, symbolising freedom and democracy. She's been standing proudly in New York Harbour since 1886, but did you know she was constructed in France and then shipped to the US in pieces? The story begins with the notion of celebrating the US Centenarium of Independence in 1876. French sculptor Frederic Auguste Berardi envisaged an enormous monument symbolising the values of freedom and democracy, reflecting the strong Franco-American relationship. What makes this story magical is how the entire process required creative solutions and international cooperation. The statue itself was financed by both French and American citizens, showcasing the power of collaboration. That called it crafted the statue from copper sheets and worked along Gustave Eiffel, who designed the internal framework. Gustave Eiffel was the man who was the designer of the Eiffel Tower, who we talked about last week, and who the Eiffel Tower is named after. Who designed the internal framework. This combination of art and engineering was quite revolutionary. The Statue of Liberty was crafted in France and shipped to the United States in pieces, and it was quite an imaginary journey, an adventurous journey. Imagine back in the 1850s, building such a colossal statue demanding innovation thinking. The statue was assembled in Paris and then disassembled in 350 parts. The pieces were packed in crates and transported across the Atlantic Ocean by ships. Upon reaching New York, the challenge was to assemble this intricate puzzle on Liberty Island. It was like a gigantic puzzle, illustrating the complexity and planning required. Reflecting on that, the Statue of Liberty is a profound symbol. At its core, it represents freedom and democracy, serving as a beacon of hope and inspiration for many around the world. Her full name, Liberty Enlightening the World, reflects the idea of lighting the way to freedom and opportunity, especially for immigrants arriving in the United States during the late 19th and early 20th centuries. Moreover, the statue holds a torch symbolising enlightenment and has a tablet inscribed with the date of the American Declaration of Independence. This date is July the 4th, 1776. The decision to design the Statue of Liberty as a female figure is steeped in symbolism and cultural significance. In Western tradition, liberty and freedom are often personified as female figures, reflecting notions of nurturing, strength, and guiding light. Lady Liberty embodies the concepts of liberties, the Roman of liberties Libertress, the Roman goddess representing liberty. Her presence invoked maternal protection combined with a guiding strength, welcoming everyone in search of a new beginning. Here's a story. A story because I like to weave my research on this show with stories, so it can relate to many audiences of different ages. Children, but for the stories are mainly for children, but they can be listened to by adults also. So these are the stories that I've weaved. So once upon a time, in the heart of Paris, an ambitious sculptor named Frederick Augustin Bartoli designed dreamed of creating something truly monumental. Inspired by the idea of liberty, he set out to design a majestic statue that would become a beacon of hope across the ocean. Collaborating with Gustav Eiffel, who would later build the famous Eiffel Tower, Bartoli shaped his vision from copper and iron. Meanwhile, across the Atlantic in the bustling harbour of New York, anticipation grew. Communities rallied in both France and the United States to support the project, showcasing unity in their shared values. By 1885, the statue's copper pieces embarked on a grand journey, travelling in crates aboard the friendship as they to meet their new home. Upon arrival, the pieces were painstakingly resembled on Liberty Island, a feast of engineering and storytelling. As Lady Liberty emerged, she stood proud and tall, embodying freedom and the promise of new beginnings. Her torch lit the path of enlightenment, guiding those who sought refuge and opportunity. So here's another story. This story looks into the fascinating way the Statue of Liberty is as a female figure. Imagine this. Bartoli, the visionary sculptor behind Lady Liberty, wanted the statue to embody the grandeur and timeless presence that comes with the concept of freedom. Drawing inspiration from classical art, particularly the tradition of depicting abstract virtues as female figures, Bartoli envisaged a woman who stands as both guardian and a guide. In Western culture, many symbols of abstract virtues like liberty, justice, and wisdom have historically been portrayed as female figures. This is traced back to the ancient traditions such as the Roman goddess Libertas, who represented freedom. Her femininity was considered a symbol of nurturing both strength and enlightenment. Moreover, Bartoli's choice reflects the maternal-like nurturing associated with liberty. It's a protective yet empowering. As a figure beckoning with open arms to new arrivals, she embodies the welcoming nature of the United States during a time when the nation was seen as a heaven for immigrants. And here's the bit about the designer Frederick Augustus Barthold. So he was born in Colmar in France in the year 1834. He pursued his passion for art and archaeology with great favour. His visits to Egypt, where he admired colossal monuments, fueled his imagination for creating monumental sculptures. This inspiration, along with deep appreciation for symbolism, guided his vision for the Statue of Liberty. Driven by the idea of celebrating the Franco-American relationship and shared values of freedom, he set out to work on designing Lady Liberty, collaborating with engineers including Gustav Eiffel for the statue's internal structure. He crafted the copper statue using innovative techniques and an artistic flair that captured the essence of freedom itself. So, as I've mentioned before, it was gifted as a gift from France to the United States. In the year 1886, France offered this grand gift to celebrate the centennial of American independence and to bolster the cherished ideals of liberty, democracy, and mutual support embraced by both countries. A testament to the deep historical ties spread during the American Revolution, where France aided the United States in its fight for independence, and the gift echoed a pledge of camaraderie that transcended borders in time. Here now, I'm going to share some facts about the statue. So, it was designed by Bolter. He was the artistic genius behind the statue's design, inspired by the Roman goddess Liberty. It was engineered by Gustav Eiffel, the same engineer who later crafted the Eiffel Tower and was integral in creating the statue's skeletal structure, ensuring she stood strong against the elements. Liberty enlightening the world. The statue's full name is Liberty enlightening the world. This is a symbolism of liberty's global influence. Dedicated in 1886, she was officially dedicated on the 28th of October 1886, celebrating the centennial of American democracy of independence with fanfare. Torch flame. The torch was originally an electric beacon, and in the 1980s was transformed to a golden leaf flame. This alteration embraces visibility while maintaining symbolic warmth. Symbol of immigration. As immigrants passed through Ellis Island, Lady Liberty was an endearing sign of hope and new beginning, a cultural symbol for millions beginning their American journey. So here are some of the challenges that the Statue of Liberty faces today. So first we have weather and erosion. Situated in New York Harbor, the statue is continually exposed to harsh weather conditions such as strong winds, rain, and saltwater spray. These elements contribute to the wear, especially impacting her copper surface and foundations over time. Pollution. Air pollution. Air pollution poses significant threats to monuments like Lake Liberty. The copper surface can react adversely to pollutions, accelerating the patron's erosion. Tourist traffic. With an influx of visitors each year, managing crowds whilst preserving the monument's structural integrity continues to be a challenge. Security concerns. As an iconic site, ensuring safety against any potential threats involves continuous monitoring and prevention measures. The Statute of Liberty holds a magnificent role as an educational tool. She offers a plethora of learning opportunities across various disciplines. History and culture. The statue is a gateway to understanding the waves of immigration in America, the historical context of its creation, and its embryonic significance in global movements for liberty. Art and architecture. Her design and construction involve artistic vision and engineering processes. Studying her can deepen understanding in the fields of sculpture, agriculture, and collaborative design processes. Social studies. Engaging with her symbolism can foster discussions about freedom, democracy, and civic values. Exploring how societies aspire to embody these ideas. Environmental science. Her positions and materials invite investigation into environmental impact, teaching students about weathering, pollution, and sustainability. Language and literature. Her story has been captured in countless literacy works, including poems and speeches, serving as an inspiration for exploring literature devices, narratives, perspectives, and theatrical expressions. Language and literature of the Statue of Liberty. So we have metaphor and symbolism. The statue serves as a powerful metaphor for freedom, hope, and enlightenment. Writers can use her image to express broader themes about liberty and human rights. Literary devices. Examining how poets and authors have used her in texts reveals techniques like imaginary and personification, narratives and perspectives. Lady Liberty's stories can be traced through diverse narratives from the immigrants' viewpoints and social reforms to architects and historians. Cultural context. Understanding her place in literature means examining not just the text, but the historical and cultural context in which it was written. Exploring the Statue of Liberty. So we have immigrant perspectives. For many immigrants entering the United States, Lady Liberty represented hope and new beginnings. This narrative often focuses on themes of aspiration and opportunity. Artistic vision. The artistic and technical journey of the statue highlights creativity and invention. Bartoli's vision and Eiffel's engineering introduced narratives of ambition and collaboration. Cultural interpretations. Across history, the statue has been interpreted differently, reflecting changing social values, political and social commentary. Authors and activists have invoked legal liberty in discussions about democracy, freedom, and rights. These narratives question and celebrate the ideas she embodies. Environmental narratives. Discussions surrounding her preservation touch on environmental awareness and sustainability, providing a narrative concerned with maintaining cultural heritage amidst environmental challenges. The journey through the many factors of the Statue of Liberty offer intriguing insights into how a single monument embraces and interprets diverse narratives and symbolic meanings, whether through the hopeful eyes of immigrants, the innovative minds of creators, or the poignant voices of cultural movements. Lady Liberty stands as a profound testament to human aspirations and values. Immigrant tales. These narratives capture the essence of hope and transformation, echoed in the experience of countless individuals arriving at America's shores. They reveal dreams and challenges faced by those seeking freedom and opportunity. Artistic journeys. The creative process behind the statue involved imaginative vision and skillful engineering. The Bartola's artistic dream, coupled with Eiffel's structural innovations, tells a tale of dedication and groundbreaking achievement. Cultural evolution. Across different periods, Lady Liberty has been reimagined to represent diverse cultural movements and values. Her images has been invoked in struggles for civil rights, gender equality and justice. Liberty inspiration. Writers and poets have often used the statue as a model and Moffat in works illustrating themes relating to freedom, identity, and aspiration. Preservation concerns. The narrative of preserving her grandeur reflects challenges of maintaining heritage against environment and human impacts. Discussions around sustainability bring forward ideas of stewardship and responsibility. And that then concludes this week's edition of An Extra Slice of History with the Butterfly Princess. Hope you can join me next week for next week's instalment. But until then, have a lovely rest of your week, and I will see you again very soon. Bye for now. Take care. We can't.